Uh, Hello babes. So this video is going to be a little bit more of a serious video, just because of the nature of it, I suppose. But this I think has been like a long awaited video for me personally to film, and that is a follow-up to my coaching myself journey. I really learned so much from it and gained so much from it, and it almost, towards the end it was kind of a question of if I would do it again or if I would just do something else instead. And I guess the more time that I was away from it, the more I just kept craving it, but in a different way. So this is going to be something that I've never coached anyone else on. In fact, I think I coach people the opposite way. And it's also just something that's new to me and something, let's get into it. So, like a month and a half ago, I started, really kind of like right before I ended coaching myself, in my last 12-week program, I started feeling off. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just something I've never really experienced before, and it's an existential life crisis, where I'm really struggling with like the importance to life, why we matter, why anything matters, if this is even real, what happens after we die, all of that kind of thing. And it feels to me like something that I think a lot of people, and I'm just like going to say this not to like toot my own horn, but I think a lot of people who are very self-aware and explore their minds, explore other people's minds, are into motivation and positivity and law of attraction and metaphysical things, who are into maybe conspiracy theories, that sort of thing. I think a lot of those types of people, those types of intellectuals, might be more inclined to experience this type of issue. And why I say issue is because I think it could also be thought of as a spiritual awakening, a chance to explore your own beliefs and the world and your mind and become even more solidified in what you believe and who you are and how you identify and how you create in this world and how you connect to other people in this world. I think it's amazing. And I wanted to make a coaching program for myself around it, and I think maybe right now in these early stages it might not be beneficial to a lot of people, and aside from maybe a relating kind of factor, but I'm not putting this out there to help others right now. I'm putting this out there because this is the start of my journey, and I know that further down the line it will help people because my beliefs are going to be more instilled from just me exploring them. So how I'm going to structure this program, which is part of why it's taken me so long, is because I had no idea what to do with this. I was like, okay, I'm going through this existential life crisis and I want to explore this and I want to do it publicly, but baby girl has some goals to work on. So even though I want to explore like the depths of my soul, I also know that I still need to be here now. I'm still here to help people. I'm still here to grow myself. I'm still here to feel my best, and also that's part of it too, because a big question I had is like, why do we have to try so hard to be happy? Why can't we just freaking be happy? Like, and I struggled, just to be so vulnerable with you, I struggled a little bit in my business because I was like, why do people have to pay to be happy? Like, why do we have to pay for all of these self-care tools? Why do we have to pay people? Why do we have to buy things? Like, why do we have to spend money to just be happy and be an emotion that we could be without those things? But anyway, I'm still here to help. It's just I also need to explore my reasons for life in general, and I hope I'm not losing you guys here. I feel like the right people who need to hear this will just follow along. So but anyway, because I have these tangible things in this reality to do, and because I want to explore what's up in the clouds, I'm like, okay, I need a way to stay grounded, to stay present, to stay focused, because that will help tether me to the ground so I don't really totally float away. Because I think I have like the total mindset of like, I love being up in the clouds so much that like sometimes I can stay there. Like, I can stay in my fantasies, I can stay in my daydreams, I can stay in my visualizations, I can stay in my head, I can stay in my thoughts, but that's not where I should be 100% of the time. I think it's great to have those things, and you gotta live. So how I decided to structure this program is I have my grounding tools, which are basically the same kind of goals that I worked on in my last coaching program. And it's kind of going to be a continuation and just building off of the foundation I set for myself beforehand and moving on to bigger and better and cooler and more fun goals. I have so many ideas for myself written down for this section, for my grounding section. So that's going to be half of my program. And then the other half of my program is just going to be my questions to consider that week. So this could be one big question, this could be a few little questions, this could be a question that I can easily Google, this could be a question that might take me multiple sessions to really explore. And these might be questions that are rhetorical, they might be questions that can't be answered. Like, for example, what happens after we die? Like, no one can answer that. Even people who have died before cannot confirm what happens after we die, because truth be told, they're alive still. So, is there an in-between place for them that they saw? Is it really that they saw what happens when we die? Or is it they're just like minds almost kind of simulating a dream, you know? So those types of questions can't really answer. I can explore them, I could think about them, I could think about what I believe, I could think about what other people believe, but at the end of the day I'm not going to find an answer. So I will get into, since this is going to be my first session, my first week, today is Wednesday, August 28th. Hopefully this video will be up today or tomorrow. I'm just going to get into what my grounding goals are and then get into what questions I will explore. So I have them written down. So if you are new and have not checked out my last Coaching Myself journey, hi. I'm a certified health, wellness, and life coach. I mainly coach on acne, belief, and confidence, and this is going to totally solidify, rockify, define my belief coaching program. I'm stoked about it, but it's going to change it a little bit because it wasn't about spirituality, a spiritual awakening, an existential life crisis. It wasn't about that. It was more about like hope and the ability to like move forward. So anyway, you don't need to watch those videos if you don't want to. I will share with you this week's grounding goals, and just to let you know, if you haven't watched those videos, you might be like, oh my gosh, this girl has a lot of goals. A lot of these are already instilled in me from the last time I coached myself, and that's why there's so many. And some of these are like I worked on last time and I didn't nail it, so we're trying again. So this week's grounding goals are finishing 2 books. Both of them I think I'll be done with by tomorrow, so that's good if you're curious about what they are. One is a fictional book called Behind Closed Doors, super good, and the other one is more of a self-help type book, and that is Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. It's about a therapist perspective. Anyway, super good. So that's the first one. The second one is drink 3/4 of a gallon of water every single day. I have been doing that ever since my last time coaching myself, just continuing that. Exercising every day. I've been continuing doing that ever since I coached myself, aside from I got sick last week or the week before and it's lasted forever. And when I was really sick, I didn't work out, but I was like, Monica, give yourself a break. You're fine. And then journaling before bed each night that I am home. I'm home like half the time, if that. So journaling before bed when I'm home, like, yes. And focusing on eating more fruits, veggies, and protein. Have been doing that, but haven't been like amazing at the protein part. And then posting on Instagram daily. You guys, I have not been doing this at all, and I came to an epiphany last night that, like, Monica, you're not always going to feel like doing stuff that you should be doing and that you actually do want to do. And so I figured out a new way to motivate myself, so I'm excited. And then put up 2 YouTube videos this week, which easy cakes will do. And then I'm going to complete my business homework that I co-made for myself along with my therapist, so that will be needed. Very good. And then I burnt myself with oil. That's always splatters. And then this week the questions to consider are going to be, 1, this is something I can Google, who are successful atheists, because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, I just feel like those who have a strong religious foundation in religion don't really experience existential life crises because they know what happens after we die. They have a belief system of what happens after we die, and therefore they don't really have to worry about like what this present day's meaning is. So I just want to see, and I also feel, again, could be totally wrong on this, that's why I'm Googling it, I also feel like in general people who have a strong belief system in spirituality or religion are more successful than those who are atheists. So I'm just curious. I'm just going to see who successful atheists are. And I don't really care. I mean, I don't know. I don't know these things, so hate if you want to. I don't know. And then the last question I'm going to ask this week is, why can't we just be happy? You know? Why can't we just choose happiness regardless of our surroundings, our circumstances, our internal chemistries? I mean, why can't we just overcome? So, yeah, that is this week for my existential life crisis coaching myself journey. I did name it a fun name again. I'm calling it Clouds and Dirt, because, you know, going up in the clouds versus like staying grounded in the dirt. Sorry, I keep coughing. It's from being sick the previous 2 weeks. So yeah, Clouds and Dirt. Yeah, I hope that you were able to follow this video and it made some sense, and maybe you're going through an existential life crisis and you want to like do this with me and you want to explore your mind and your belief system. So let me know down below if you would like to join on this bandwagon. And love you. Hope you have a really awesome day of grounding and exploring your minds. Bye.